Are you, like many people, terrified of the dentist? Hi, I'm Tom Morrison from Toothpaste, and I wanted to take you through some of the 5 main factors to consider in trying to beat your fight against the fear. Number 1, what is fear? What is a phobia? Well, obviously fear is a natural part of just being alive. We're all afraid of something, and its purpose is to obviously protect us from threats and being hurt. Now, sometimes that can be beneficial, or sometimes those fears can work against us in doing what is best for us in the long term. Now, I guess the first thing to do is to recognize the symptoms of fear, just so that you can recognize when it's coming on, so that you are better able to manage it and not let it dictate terms to you, but you can control it and deal with it appropriately. So what are some of the signs to look for? Really, I think some of them are obvious to us, some of them less so, but it can be anything from sweating, nervous shakes, shallow breathing and hyperventilating. Really, if you recognize any of these coming on, then what you need to do is you need to start employing a few of the tricks that I'm going to mention to you in part 3 to help try and control those symptoms and not let it become debilitating. Really, the thing to remember above all is that a phobia is an irrational fear of something. You may have had a bad experience, so the most important thing is not to beat yourself up about your fear, but really try and manage it as best you can so that you can get the most out of your dental experiences and not put yourself in the firing line for greater problems in the future as a result of avoiding them. Number 2, you are not alone. You have the support of your dental team and your friends and family. Do not be embarrassed by your fear. Up to 60% of the population exhibit signs and symptoms of a dental phobia, so don't be afraid to discuss it with anyone in your life who can help you at all. As dentists, we see and we deal with dental phobia all the time. Some of us, I think, with greater sympathy than others, but don't be afraid to discuss it and to let us know your fears. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to help you. Number 3, some simple tricks to try and help you get through your fear. Number 1 is just ask friends and family who they go to see, get their recommendations on their dentist, and accompany them on their dental appointments. All you're doing is sitting in the waiting room and having a chat with the staff at the practice and acclimatizing yourself to that environment. Have a chat with the staff, let them know about your fears, and when you are ready to book that first appointment for you, make sure you just request a simple exam. You don't want any clean or any treatment, and really it's just about you informing yourself on your dental condition and discussing the options that are available to you. On that first appointment, while waiting in the waiting room, just make sure that if you're feeling really anxious and you're going to be there for a while, ask the front desk to perhaps give you a call on your mobile while you have a walk around outside. It really helps to allay those fears once you get the blood pumping and you're using up a little bit of energy just in the fresh air. Simple techniques for either in the waiting room or in the chair is just to remember 6-6-6. This is all about your breathing. So take a deep, slow breath in for 6 seconds, counting as you do. Hold it for 6 seconds. And then slowly breathe out for 6 seconds. This simple act of resetting your breathing with deep, slow breaths will really go a long way to helping to allay the anxiety. Finally, just remind yourself of the benefit in being there. Really, in the long term, if you keep on putting off your dental appointments and let the fear get the better of you, you're really just going to put yourself in the firing line for worse experiences down the road. So just take pride in the fact that you're taking those little steps early on, and you're going to end up with a better dental experience in the long run. Number 4, how can we help you here at Toothpaste? Well, we guarantee you a caring and sympathetic team that will take all the time that you need to make sure we can discuss the treatments and options available to you. If you ever feel uncomfortable, physically or emotionally, we promise you that we will stop and make sure that we can address whatever your concerns are before we continue. We will never push you through anything at all. Other things that we can do to help, more tangible tools at our disposal. is number one, forms of sedation. Oral sedation, like Valium, can often help to take the edge off. Even going up to the green whistle, which you may have seen sportsmen use on pitches with broken bones and things, helps to, again, remove you from the situation a little bit more. If you really don't think you're going to be able to face any form of treatment in the chair whatsoever, we can also arrange the appropriate referrals and specialists to deal with your treatment with IV sedation or under general anesthetic. Really, the last part, as I touched on earlier, is just not to let the fear beat you. Unfortunately, it is those anxious patients that are most likely to put off dental appointments, and we'll really just let those small issues become bigger and bigger. And unfortunately, what happens then is you end up with a more unpleasant dental appointment, which really just reinforces all of those fears. So trying to get in there early and deal with them while they're small problems is just going to be the biggest benefit for you in the long run. Remember, a problem that goes away with painkillers is still a problem. Even if you're just masking it, it will still be present and get worse. So I strongly encourage you to call your dentist or the team at Toothpaste here to try and find out what can be done for you to get on top of your dental condition right now. Thanks for listening, everyone. I hope that you found some useful information, more importantly, some comfort in what you heard today and found a way to move forward with your dental fear. If you like what you heard and you wanted some other useful hints and tips, head over to our YouTube channel or to our website, and we look forward to seeing you soon.